I've always wanted to do this. We have major breaking news when it comes to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the remake. So many things just dropped yesterday. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy, your Chaos. Remember, I read every single comment on every single video, and we're talking cut content from the original coming back. We're talking taking content away from the original, specifically in the modern day sequences going away. We're talking about no loading screens. All kinds of stuff has just dropped about this game, which we are getting, and I'm going to let you guys decide if it's going to be better than the original or if the changes are going to make it worse. Make sure you guys drop a like, and let's jump in. Let's start off with one of the biggest rumors that the remake will actually ditch the modern day storyline entirely. Yeah, say goodbye to all of those Abstergo Entertainment Office segments from the original game. Instead, the devs are reportedly replacing all that present day stuff with more content in Edward Kenway's pirate era, which gives us a few extra hours of pirate adventure compared to the 2013 version. So this means the remake would focus solely on Edward's story during the golden age of piracy. No more hopping in and out of the Animus to check emails or eavesdrop on Templars in a cubicle. And a lot of people are upset about that. They don't want that taken away. I'm on the opposite side of the fence. I'm okay with it. I thought it broke the story. I know it's supposed to connect the story modern day to the past, but I found myself wanting to rush through it and get back to Edward and the pirating. That's just me. You guys let me know what you think about that. Now, like I said, it has them divided. Comments said if Ubisoft cuts the modern portions and sticks to historical gameplay, that some of them would be more likely to give it a try. Flip side, your OG longtime AC fans love that sci-fi modern lore, and they worry that it would lose part of its identity. You guys let me know. It's a valid debate. I mean, cutting the modern day story is a bold move. Ubisoft has already toned down the present day segments in recent titles like Valhalla and Mirage. They've kept them minimal, so maybe this is the natural next step. Like I said, I'm okay with it. I just want more pirate content. Another big change is the gameplay, shifting closer to the RPG style of the newer AC games. Now, I know some of you are sitting in your chair and you're bristling right now. You're getting tense. If you played Origins, Odyssey, or Valhalla, you know the vibe. Loot, gear, stats, skill trees, more player progression. According to the leaks, Edward will now acquire loot and gear with stats. There will be deeper inventory systems in there. Combat is said to lean more into a progression-based mechanics rather than the old choreographed counter kills we had in the original. In other words, expect enemy levels, hit points, RPG style hitbox combat instead of the one button instant kill chains from 2013. And once again, there's going to be people that are pissed off about this. I get it. I'm not. I'm actually all for it. Odyssey is it's in my top 5 favorite games of all time, which is crazy. I like it. I like the RPG style. And I know a lot of the purists will say, no, that's not Assassin's Creed. That's an RPG. I get what you're saying, but I think it adds more depth and more layers, and it adds more to your character. That's just me. You guys let me know what you think. I know it's controversial for sure. The original game's combat was more straightforward and fluid. You could parry and execute a whole crew in a flashy sequence. The remake might feel more like fighting in Odyssey or Valhalla, where enemies can be tougher and you need to upgrade your swords, pistols, and outfits to actually stay competitive. Now, on one hand, RPG elements can add depth. Like I said, imagine finding a rare cutlass or upgrading the jackdaw with RPG-style perks. It would give you more to grind for and customize. It could be fun in a pirate setting. On the other hand, some worry it would introduce unnecessary grinding or bloat to a game that was originally pretty tight. Now, from what we know, they're trying to modernize the gameplay without losing the core pirate fantasy. Leak even suggests the combat may feel more challenging and strategic, and one insider hinted at possible Souls-like elements in the revamped combat. That's not confirmed, but that's kind of wild. Stealth is also rumored to get some refinement here, potentially drawing inspiration from newer titles' improved mechanics, and if that's done right, this could make the Caribbean more dynamic than ever. Honestly, if it's done wrong, Edward might end up grinding for XP before he can assassinate a key target, which I know it's going to piss a lot of people off. I'm cautiously optimistic here. Now let's talk about the technical improvements, and this stuff makes me happy. No loading screens when moving between ship and land in the remake. Come on, if you played the original, we're high-fiving each other right now. In the original Black Flag, transitioning from sailing the jackdaw to walking on an island was mostly seamless already, but there was the occasional brief loads and fades you had to deal with. Now using modern tech, it's going to be seamless. Sail up to an island, jump off your ship, and explore instantly with zero break in immersion. It's a kind of quality of life upgrade that we would expect on newer consoles and the latest Anvil engine that they're working with. The ocean gameplay was a standout in Black Flag, so making it smoother, that's a big win. And just imagine how the water is going to look. I mean, the remake is reportedly being built on Ubisoft's new Anvil pipeline engine, the same tech that we've been using for the most recent AC games. So we're likely to see improved graphics, water physics, lighting, all of that good stuff. Just imagine the Caribbean sunsets. Imagine the storms that are going to be rendered with next-gen effects. Better load times, you can fast travel, switch areas faster. This is all good. I mean, the open world itself is going to be getting more to do as well. The map size will not be bigger than the original, which is good. Black Flag's world was huge, but Ubisoft is filling the existing islands with more to do. You got side quests, you got more content in the original game. Some of the dozens of little islands only had a chest or maybe a fragment and maybe a boar to hunt. According to the leaks, the remake will add new side missions, maybe more dynamic events at sea, generally more reasons to explore every single nook and cranny of the Caribbean. They want it to feel like a richer open world experience that's on par with modern AC titles. To me, that sounds great. Diving for treasure, whale hunting, fort battles, you name it, I don't care. I mean, picture even more side quests, hidden stories, hidden treasures to go for, more missions. I'm in. So far, I am literally on the bandwagon in a big way, and this is really big right here. We're talking about getting rid of the modern gameplay, which I'm okay with. But in return, we're talking about bringing cut content you never got to experience into the game. Mary Read's Lost Story. That was what I was talking about in the beginning. Restore story content that was cut from the original game, which includes parts of Mary Read's narrative that did not make it in the 2013 version. For those that need a refresher, Mary Read, alias James Kidd in the game, is a pivotal character in Black Flag, an assassin who sails with Edward while disguised as a man. Now, in real history, Mary Read was a notorious female pirate, and in the game, she had an awesome storyline that unfortunately got a bit shortchanged. Spoiler alert, she died quite abruptly in jail off screen. That sucks. Now, according to the leak, Ubisoft might include whole sections of Mary's story that were initially planned but dropped before release. That's huge for the narrative. We might get more missions with Mary and Ambani, possibly exploring Mary's time as an assassin or her friendship with Edward in greater depth. Maybe we'll even see an alternate or extended ending for Mary. Fans have obviously wanted her arc to have more closure because it didn't, and this could actually be meaningful story content that could enrich the experience. I'm all for it. If they truly add Mary Read's cut missions, it makes me kind of wonder what else could resurface. What else was cut? Writers have lots of ideas. For example, there were rumors of extra naval legendary battles or an expanded role for certain side characters. So the mention of Mary's storyline, to me, that's a strong hint that the remake will feel more complete story-wise. It's almost like a director's cut of Black Flag. Keep the main plot the same, but flesh out secondary storylines that deserve more time. I love this approach. I mean, new players are going to get an instant, fuller narrative. Veterans, they're going to get to experience new, old content that deepens the lore. I thought Mary was a fascinating character and a real-life pirate who actually did dress as a man. I mean, I'm down for it. I really am. Now, let's talk about new features. Maybe you're thinking like Resident Evil 2 style ground-up remake here. I want you to temper those expectations. The word is that Black Flag's remake isn't the same level, big-budget remake level as something like RE2 or Silent Hill 2. Instead, it's described as a faithful reimagining with updates, meaning they're keeping the core game and assets largely intact, and they're building upon them rather than remaking everything from scratch. So in practical terms, we should expect enhanced visuals and engine upgrades because of the new Anvil pipeline engine, and of course the additional content and gameplay changes that we've already talked about. The overall scope, probably going to likely remain similar to the original Black Flag. That's okay. So think Demon Souls on PS5, Last of Us Part 1, how they were handled. Same fundamental game, same level design, but modernized graphics and new mechanics. So the Caribbean map will still be the Caribbean map we know, just more lived in. The story will still follow Edward's rise from privateer to pirate to reluctant assassin, but we'll get bonus scenes, hi Mary, and minus the modern framing. Probably not getting dozens of brand new islands or completely different story direction, but that's okay. Once again, it's going to feel way more lived in. And I told you guys in the beginning, it's reported that Ubisoft is using assets from Skull and Bones, the long-time development pirate game that flopped. Now they're using this to help, I guess, build this remake and cut costs and make it quicker. Makes sense to me. It's been in development for years and it originally spun off from Black Flag's tech. And if they have high-quality pirate ships or forts or island models from that project, why not repurpose them? Sources say it won't be obvious to players, you and me won't know it, so don't worry that Black Flag will suddenly feel like a copy-paste, but under the hood, leveraging those assets could save time and money, which might explain how they're making the remake without a massive big budget investment. And it means it will get in our hands quicker. So you guys let me know what you think about that. Release window right now is currently targeted at early 2026, so think March, think spring of 2026. If that timeline fits with what we've heard, I mean, development, it probably kicked off a couple years ago. I think Kotaku reported in 2023 that the remake was in very early stages then, so this is looking good. So I would say definitely pencil it in 2026. They're saying spring, but you know how that always works, so maybe worst case scenario, it ends up coming holiday of next year. I mean, it's real. It's on track. It's coming. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think about all the changes. I'll see you soon.